All right, this is your next business letter. It will, when you save it, you're going to name it mixed punctuation. I'll explain what mixed punctuation is here in a few minutes. It's not a very long letter, but you need to follow certain rules to make sure you get it set up correctly. All right, first of all, before you start typing, remember to click the no spacing. This is something a lot of people are still forgetting, but we need to get that on no spacing. You also need to make sure that you do not change your font. The size can be about 12, but for a business letter, you're not changing colors, you're not doing fancy fonts. It's very conservative, it's very basic. All right, now let's talk about our spacing again. As a reminder, remember you did the model letter last week, so you'll have some spacing requirements that'll be the same. All right, first of all, the very first address, as you'll remember from the label that letter, that's going to be your return address. And after you type it, you're going to do a quadruple space, which means when you get to the end of this line, you're going to enter 4 times. Okay? 4 times. And whenever you see these big gaps, you're going to know it's a quadruple space. There's a couple of places that you're going to see this. Also, down here, this big gap for the signature. All right, so you're going to end up with a total of 2 places in this document that has the big gaps where you're going to enter 4 times for your quadruple space. All right, now you've got several places where you're going to do a double space, which means you're going to enter 2 times. Right there, after the zip code, you're going to enter twice. After Dear Mrs. Smith, at the end of each paragraph. Okay. Down here at the end of the keyed writer of the letter. Remember, the double X is going to be the typist initials. So after that, and then the word enclosure. So when you see those smaller gaps, you know it's going to be a double space or 2 enters. All right, now let's talk about mixed punctuation, because this will also be a requirement. It's very simple. Is all mixed punctuation in a business letter means is that there's going to be a colon at the end of the salutation. Okay, and that's, you know where the semicolon is, you just have to hold down the shift key to make a colon. And then after the complimentary close, there is a comma right there. So that's really all there is, those 2 places, colon and comma. Tomorrow we will talk about open punctuation, but this is called mixed punctuation. So everything else, you're just going to follow the rules of paragraphs and letters that we've been learning. Just make sure you run your spell checker, make sure you get in the habit of proofreading, and you should be fine. This should not take you very long at all to do this. Okay, that's it.